Yeah, we're back again.
Yeah, we're back again.
Yeah,
Welcome, guys.
Tomlinson, thanks for your time.
I
We really appreciate
you
it.
too, yeah.
Yeah. Our third question is difference between love and emotions. What are the difference?
Difference between love and emotions.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so let's first define emotion. What are emotions? Emotions are energy or motion. Okay, so we can there's a very big difference between love and emotions, right? So there's an energy on motion, emotion, and there is love. Okay, so we define what love is: choice, person, and a lifestyle. So what are emotions? Emotions are stemmed up from some stuff. So it might be a reaction to something, always a reaction to something. For every reaction there's equal and opposite. For every action there's equal and opposite reaction. Yeah. So that's where emotion stems up from. So if you tell me about emotions are feeling basically. Alright, so we can classify feelings as love. Okay, we can't really put that in perspective. Well, we should feel love, but not necessarily makes us to the fact that that's love. Okay, so feelings are like anger and frustration, depression, sadness, hurtness, grief, and all of that. Migraine, blah blah blah. So mention a few. So, but love is not an emotion. Love is not an energy or emotion. You understand? Love is an establishment on its own. Love is a responsibility. Love is a way of life. Love is a decision. Love is an individual. Love is real. Love is not an illusion of some sort.
Yeah, right. So you're saying love is just on its own, and emotion is just a feeling, something you just feel towards
Apparently, love
something.
is a set, while emotion is a subset. Do you understand?
Okay.
So from emotion we get love.
Okay.
From love we can't get emotion.
Okay, from emotions we can possibly get love.
Yeah, from emotions.
But we can never get
emotions from love.
Alright, thank you. Now I understand. Yeah. I hope you guys understand too.
Yeah, I hope.
Yeah. Our fourth question. What are love languages?
Love languages. Okay, what are languages? Languages are things we speak to. They are a means of communication in ways we talk to people on common grounds. A lot of languages we have in the whole wide world. Okay, one important language is sound. Sound is a very common language. So what are love languages? The love languages are in a love setting, in a love community. There's a language love speaks. And in that love setting, a love culture, and the culture of love, we speak languages, and we have 5 of them, diverse 5. All right, they're always in line. So love languages are languages we speak in the love culture setting. You understand? So the way we communicate love defines the language we use. Do you understand?
All right.
Yeah, so those are love languages.
Yeah. All right. We'll be getting back to the love languages.
All right, no problem.
In the part 2, because
okay.
I really want to know more about love languages.
All right.
Yeah, our last questions for today is, what is God's love language?
Oh, what is God's love language? Oh, okay. So Hebrews 11:1 tells me, without faith it's impossible to please God. So in love we please people. Not really people. In love, we tend to please the other person. Okay? So when there's a reciprocality of love, when I choose to love you and you choose to love me back, so it means that I choose to please you. Alright? So if I do not choose to please you, then I do not love you. Do you understand? So when there is a reciprocality of love, it's a step that we need to think of the other person first. Love your neighbor as you love yourself. So if I don't think of you first, then I have not loved myself. Do you understand? So what is God's love language? I can't love God
without loving myself.
I can't love God. The only way I love God is because He loves me. So because of His love, that's why I love Him.
Alright.
You understand?
Yeah.
So it's His love I'm using to love Him. So it doesn't see me, it sees Him in me. Do you understand? So at some point I try to understand that if we get married, if my wife and I, we are one, we're cleaving to become one. So if she has a problem, I have a problem. My wife doesn't see me. My wife sees her in me. So if my wife looks at me, she sees herself. So she does to herself what she does to me. So if she's caring for me, she's caring for herself. Do you understand? So God, in that regard, faith is God's love language. So faith, yeah. If you could have faith in Him, if you can trust in Him. So what is faith? Hebrews will tell me faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. By this, the fathers obtained a good report. I really don't like that version of faith, because I really think it just dwells more on hoping. I'm going to hope for it. He will tell you. So this is my own faith. I spell faith as JGSUS, Jesus. Okay, so faith is a person. The knowledge of which I know that person is the reality of what's been done. Okay, so faith explains that I have trust in this person, I have love of this person, and it's with love I used to trust him. If anything asks my name, you shall believe that he has answered it. Do you understand? So faith pleases God. Have faith in God. Trust in God. You understand?
Okay, like what you're trying to say is that God's love language is faith and trust.
Yeah.
So
Faith.
for me to love God,
You have to have faith.
I have to have faith in Him,
Yeah.
and I have to trust Him.
Yeah.
So you guys watching, for you to love God, you have to have faith in Him, and you have to trust in Him.
Absolutely.
And for you to love yourself, Tominson, what shall we do? What should we do?
Well, for me to love myself, I need to know myself first. Okay. So knowing myself centers around what about me. Okay. Firstly, the knowledge of myself is what God has said to me. I'm a chosen generation. I'm a royal priesthood. I'm a peculiar person. In that regard, that alone stirs me up to love God and to love me. Okay, so if I am a chosen generation, then then in the knowledge of that, I should know that, oh, okay, so this is me. Then love me, enjoy me, be me. Go take myself out on dates. Go explore the world. Enjoy yourself. Come back and heal your wounds. Make mistakes. Think and you're good. Do you understand? No, loving me is enjoying me, not being selfish, helping other people too in that regard makes understanding of me loving myself. Do you understand? So if I love myself, I will try to help the next person. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Sorry. I'll try to help the next person and all that beautiful. That's how I love myself.
Yeah.
Take myself out, prep soup for myself, eat eba, eat semo, help the next neighbor.
Yeah.
Go out, play, have some fun, sing, play guitar, and that's how I love myself.
Thank you, Tominson.
Yeah.
People watching this, I believe you know what love is now. You know who created love. You know the difference between love and emotion. You don't tell your neighbor I love you when it's just only an emotion. Then you know the meaning of love languages, even though we are still going to get back on it. And you know the love language of God, which is faith and trust. And lastly, you know how to love yourself. Stay tuned for the next part. I love you guys. Bye.